Hi class, today we're learning about how to solve for literal equations, and here's some common formulas called literal equations, same thing. And we need to solve for a different variable than what is shown. So how do we do that? For example, I'll go ahead and grab a pen up here, and let's go ahead and take d equals rt. d equals rt. Let's say I wanted to know the time and not the distance. So it says r times t. Then in order to undo this multiplication, we divide. So divide by r. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other. These r's will cancel. And so we get t equals d over the, r. Hello, sorry about that. All right, we also could do that for example, a equals lw. Let's say we wanted a width. How would we solve it? Well, it says L times W, length times width. Well, undo multiplication through division. So you divide by the L, so these will cancel. And you would get W equals the A divided by the L. All right, let's take a look at some questions that we could do. Let's take a look. Oh, switch page. There we go. Example 1. We have perimeter equals 2 length plus 2 width. Common formula for perimeter of every rectangle. We need to find the W. So we need to get rid of the 2L over on this side and go all the way until we get the W by itself. How do I get rid of the 2L? It's a positive 2L, so I subtract 2L. Subtract 2L from that side also. So we have P minus 2L, and this positive 2L, the negative 2L, they cancel each other out, so that's a 0, so I don't bother writing that. And I'm just left with a 2W, a positive 2W. Now, 2 times W. Undo multiplication through division, so divide by 2. Divide this entire side by 2. And so our final answer here for the literal equation, W equals P minus 2L all over a 2. And you're like, oh, we can cancel. No, please don't do that, because there would have to be a 2 also in front of the P for us to cancel out. So leave it as it is. And now if we wanted to solve this problem, we could take the parameter and plug it in. So we have W equals, perimeter was 41, minus 2 length, which happened to be 12, and divide by the 2. So 41 minus 24, divide by 2, W equals, oh, sorry about the phone. And so we have 41 minus 24, well, that happens to be 17, divided by 2, which then would be 8.5. So our width, don't forget what you're finding. Width is 8.5. All right, let's take a look. Here we go. Here's one for you to do. Let's go ahead and skip on over to the guided practice number 2. You have A equals LW. I want you to solve it for W, and then plug in, because you need to find the width. All right, I'll pause the video, and welcome back. Let's see how you did. Here we go. W equals A over L, and the width is 2.5. All right, next question. Here we go. Formula for a triangle area. Area equals 1/2 base times height, and they want you to solve it for H. Now, I just want to review this idea with you, that if you have a fraction, it's 1/2 multiplied by the reciprocal to move it out of this. So times a 2 over 1 is the reciprocal, times 2 over 1, which is the same thing as a 2. So I get 2A equals, these will cancel, BH. Now, I still need to get the H all by itself. B times H. How do you undo the multiplication? Division. Ta-da! And we divide both sides by the B, and we get H equals 2A over a B. Now, substitute everything you need. We have H equals 2 times the area, which was 84 that they gave us, and the bottom B was a 12. So you can do the math for that, and you can actually get the numerical answer for the height. And let's take a look at what that is. And here you go. The height was in 14. All right, next question. I would like you guys to give this question a try, solve for B, and actually solve the problem for the B after you're finished moving your equation around, called a literal equation. Pause your video. Welcome back. Okay, to solve for B, you would get 2a over h. Now, plugging in your h and your a, you will get, ta-da, the base would have been 6. All right. Now this one looks like a good one. This is the trapezoid area formula. You need to get h by itself. See this 1/2? You still need to get rid of it by multiplying by the reciprocal. So remember to multiply both sides by the 2 over 1, which we know is 2. So times 2 over 1 and times 2 over 1. We get 2a equals a base 1 plus a base 2 times h. Now, you need to get h by itself. There's this thing multiplying times it. How do you undo multiplication? Division. So divide by that whole thing. Base 1 plus base 2. Divide this side by base 1 plus base 2. And these things cancel. So we get h equals the 2a all over base 1 plus base 2. Now, if you had to solve this, look up here, they gave you all the information. Just plug everything in and do your order of operations to solve. And when you solve it, you will find that the actual height is 10 inches. All right. We're not going to do this one, so that's the end of your video for tonight. I hope that you understood. Literal equations can be a little bit tricky, but I'll see you tomorrow to help you out.